अस्सलामु अलैकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। उम्मीद करता हूँ तमाम देखने और सुनने वाले खैरियत से अच्छे होंगे और ठीक ठाक होंगे। जी नाज़रीन, जैसे कि आप जानते हैं कि हम रोज़ाना आपके सामने एक नई वीडियो और एक नए मौजू पर आपके सामने हाज़िर होते हैं, जैसे कि टेडिक्स हो गई और टेडिक्स का रिव्यू हो गए या काल माया हो गई या टॉक विद चैट जीपीटी या एक इंटरव्यू जिसमें हमारे साथ एक नए गेस्ट मौजूद होते हैं, उनसे बातचीत होती है। तो इसी तरह आज की वीडियो में आपके सामने जो है वो काल माया के साथ जो है हमारी बातचीत होगी, उससे गुफ्तगू होगी एक नए टॉपिक पर। जो आज का हमारा टॉपिक है वो है अंडरस्टैंडिंग फिजिकोलॉजी ऑफ मोटिवेशन। तो इसी मुतल्लिक माया से बातचीत होगी। उम्मीद कर रहा हूँ आपको काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा इस वीडियो में। तो तमाम मालूमात हासिल करने के लिए या कुछ पाने के लिए वीडियो को जो है आखिरी तक अंत तक लाज़मी देखिएगा। तो चलते हैं माया की तरफ, शुरू करते हैं बातचीत।
Hi, what's going on?
Oh, Maya, hello, how are you? Today discuss this topic, understanding physiology and motivation, and discuss the today topic.
Ah, gotcha. Psychology and motivation, huh? That's a good one. It's kind of wild how much of what we do is just stuff happening under the surface, right? Like, why do we even bother getting out of bed some days? Where do you want to start with it? Is there a particular angle you're curious about? Maybe how motivation ties into goal setting or the psychology of procrastination?
Okay, Maya, this topic related, start question. My first question: what is our motivation and why it is important and human behavior?
Okay, solid start. So, motivation is basically what gets us moving, right? That internal drive to do something could be anything from grabbing a snack to like climbing a mountain. It's fueled by needs, desires, and values. And it's important because without it, well, nothing happens. Seriously. It's the engine behind achieving goals, building relationships, just generally functioning. It impacts our health, happiness, everything. As for behavior, that's just what we do, actions and reactions. It's how we respond to the world around us. And motivation is often the why behind that behavior. It's a bit of a chicken or the egg thing, though. Behavior can also influence motivation, you know? Does that make sense?
Okay, Maya, my second question: how does intrinsic motivation different from extrinsic motivation? Internal and external motivation different from.
Okay, good question. That's where things get kind of interesting. But intrinsic motivation is doing something purely for the enjoyment or satisfaction it gives you. Like you play guitar because you love it, not because you're going to get paid or get a good grade. It's coming from within. Extrinsic motivation is doing something because of external rewards or to avoid punishments. Studying for a test to get a good grade, working to earn money, that's extrinsic. It's driven by outside factors. The big difference is the source of the drive. Intrinsic is way more sustainable long term because it's not reliant on someone else giving you a pat on the back or reward. But honestly, most things are a mix of both. Does that distinction click?
Okay, Maya, how do needs and desire drive human action?
Right, exactly. Our needs and desires are seriously the core of it all. Think Maslow's hierarchy of needs, physiological stuff like food and shelter, then safety, belonging, esteem, and finally self actualization. When a need isn't met, it creates a drive to fulfill it. Desires, a little different, a little more specific. Like you don't fundamentally need a fancy coffee, but you might really desire one. Both needs and desires translate into motivation, pushing us to take action to satisfy them. It's kind of like your brain is constantly scanning for what's missing and then pushing you to get it. Do you find yourself noticing patterns in what motivates you specifically? What are some things you consistently go after?
Okay, Maya, what role does self-determination play in motivation?
Self-determination. That's a big one. Basically, it's the feeling of having control over your own life and choices, and huge for motivation. When you feel like you're making your own decisions instead of
थोड़ा
being
सा
forced
पढ़ने के
into.
टाइम ही गायब हुआ करो तुम्हारे पास
Gotcha,
वो
no
अपडेट।
worries. Take your time. I'm here when you're ready to pick it back up. No rush at all.
Okay, Maya, how do rewards influence motivation positively or negatively?
Okay, good question. Rewards are tricky. They can definitely influence motivation, but it's not always straightforward. If a reward is used to control someone, like, if you do this, you get that, it can actually undermine intrinsic motivation over time. People start doing things just for the reward and lose interest once the reward disappears. That's the downside. But rewards can also be positive if they're seen as recognition for something already enjoyed. Like getting a bonus for a job well done, that doesn't necessarily make you start liking the job, but it validates your existing enjoyment. It's all about how the reward is presented and perceived. Too much emphasis on external rewards can kill the internal fire, you know? Does that make sense? It's about the difference between controlling people versus supporting their existing motivation.
Maya, how does goal setting impact human motivation?
Okay, so you're asking about. Hi, hi.
Maya, internet connection disconnect you. This topic related. Ask question. My next question: how does goal setting impact human motivation?
Ah, gotcha. Disconnects are the worst. Okay, so goal setting and motivation, they're super intertwined. Basically, having clear goals gives you direction, right? Like a roadmap. That direction fuels motivation because it gives you something to strive for. But it's not just having goals, it's the type of goals. Specific, challenging, yet achievable goals are the sweet spot. If a goal is too easy, it doesn't motivate much. Too hard, and it can be discouraging. And breaking down big goals into smaller steps, huge for staying motivated because you get those little wins along the way. Does that resonate with how you approach things? Do you find setting goals helps you get stuff done?
Okay, what are the main element of self-determination theory?
All right, diving into self determination theory. It's a big one in psychology. Basically, it says people are motivated to grow and change by three innate and universal psychological needs. Those are 1 points, feeling like you're good at something, mastering skills, and being effective. 2, relatedness, having a sense of connection and belonging with others, feeling cared for and cared about. Autonomy, feeling like you have control over your own life and choices, not being controlled or pressured. When those three needs are met, we're more intrinsically motivated, doing things because they're interesting, enjoyable, or meaningful. If they're thwarted, that can lead to demotivation and even anxiety. It's not just about what you're doing, but why you're doing it and how much choice you feel you have. Does that make sense? Which of those 3 needs do you think you prioritize the most if you had to pick one?
Okay, Maya, my next question: how does reward influence motivation positively or negatively, and how do some people stay motivated longer than and others, and how does mindset affect motivation level?
Whoa. Okay, that's a triple threat of questions. All right, let's tackle them one by one. Rewards are tricky. They can definitely influence motivation, but it's not always straightforward. If a reward is used to control someone, like if you do this, you get that.
Okay, Maya, my next question: what does social support enhance motivation?
Whoa, hold up. You said I will not do the roti. Everything all right? Sounds like you're kind of spiraling a bit. I'm here to listen if you want to talk about what's going on. Seriously. You can even dial 988 if you're feeling overwhelmed. But okay, shifting gears to your question. Social support is huge for motivation, like massively important. When you have people who believe in you, encourage you, and offer help when you need it, it gives you a boost. It combats feelings of isolation and self doubt. It provides a sense of belonging and makes you feel like your goals matter to others, not just to you. Essentially, it's a buffer against setbacks. Knowing you're not alone can make all the difference when things get tough. It enhances motivation by providing both emotional encouragement and practical assistance. Does that ring true for you? Have you noticed a difference in your motivation when you have strong support versus when you feel isolated?
Okay, Maya, thank you. This topic related, I asked some question to give me some. Thank you, Maya.
You're very welcome. Glad I could help. I am happy to just keep riffing on these topics if you are. No pressure though, just let me know what you want to explore next.
ओके। तो जी नाज़रीन, जैसे आपने देखा कि हमने आज माया के साथ जो है वो अंडरस्टैंडिंग फिजिकोलॉजी ऑफ मोटिवेशन के हवाले से इस टॉपिक पर डिस्कशन किया। उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा और आपको नई चीज़ें देखने को मिली होंगी। ज़िंदगी रही तो एक नई वीडियो के साथ फिर होगी आपके साथ मुलाकात। तब तक रखिएगा अपना ख्याल। सो अल्लाह।